Citizens exercising their constitutional right to assemble.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Good morning. It's very early, 11 a.m. So you guys self-released your debut album, Ordinary Riches, almost 10 years ago, and then you went on a hiatus. Can you talk about sort of like the struggles that caused that?
Genevieve and I met when we were like 18, and we're going pretty hardcore, at a hardcore pace with like everything we did. And then we had the cliche music industry struggles, and then all those things caused a lot of internal struggles, and no one was really aligned anymore, and it just felt like we needed like some kind of space and a breather. And then it's been like 4 or 5 years of that, and then just realizing like I kind of missed this thing that was grounding our musical lives. Well, yeah, it's like a gift to be able to do this again with a second chance after like all the lessons we've learned apart, you know, and reflecting on, you know, what worked and what didn't work back when we were together back then, and to get a second chance just feels like, yeah, this great gift, and now we want to kill it.
Is it true that you guys decided to get back together on a camping trip?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What brought that on?
We were hanging out a little bit before that, like on and off, like just catching up and hanging out, and then we went on a camping trip and sat around a fire that we never started.
Really?
In the pouring rain in Big Sur.
Fire.
And yeah, we were the fire.
Poetic.
Yeah, but Genevieve was just like, I want to make music, and I was kind of like, well, how do we do that? And then I think you said, you know, we are the only ones holding, you know, ourselves back from that. So once we start, you know, everything will, you know, the doors will open.
Do you guys prefer camping or glamping?
I love camping. I like being completely off the grid and kind of getting rooted in my body and recognizing that like, there are bugs and there is weather and it's going to feel strange, but if you just like breathe into it, you know, kind of rewire you.
So you guys are back now with your new single, Treasure. Can you kind of take us through the process of how that came about?
When Genevieve and I were first getting together to hang out and just write songs with no agenda, it was very freeing, because before it was always like, okay, we got to write an album, or this is going to be released to this fan base that exists that we have. And this time it was just like, how are you feeling today? What is the energy in the room? Like, are we feeling like something light and colorful? Or feeling like something more brooding and dark? And I think that day I was like, I kind of want to have something with an edge right now.
Yeah, you said that. And you said it with that voice too, like, is that okay?
I think that day I had like a very dark, low-tuned like baritone guitar, and I just started playing this riff, and the first thing that came out of her mouth was the melody that's on the record, and then we just kind of almost played through the song as it is, like in real time. It was really weird.
I don't know where these things come from. It's like from a realm that's beyond my ability to like really explain with words, I guess. It's weird. It's like when you're walking in the streets of New York and like you cross the street and you kind of give a sniff and you're like, wow, it smells like sweet fresh bread, and then like a car drives by and you're like, it smells like garbage now. It's kind of like that with like melodies or words for me. Like I'll just sort of like curiously like listen to him playing and then kind of like turn my head or something, and then something comes from heaven or something, you know what I mean? And it kind of just comes out. So I don't know how to even fully explain it, but it seems like I was maybe really sensitive and kind of like taking in all of the energy of like what was happening within our culture around the time of the 2016 presidential election, and there was like so much divide and so much anger and confusion, and yeah, so that was just sort of like in the ether, and so it was coming through me in that way, like an instrument, you know.
What can you guys tell us about the new EP coming out?
It's gonna rule.
Heck yeah.
Well, it's like, I guess it's like a taste of like where we're at, or where we were at initially when we first started like making new music, so that's kind of exciting.
Yeah, I don't know, there's 2 love songs on it, and then Treasure, and a totally updated version of Oscar Wilde, which is really fun.
Oh, really?
Yeah, kind of brought that into today.
And the 60s folk version of
Oh yeah,
Treasure.
of Treasure.
Oh, nice.
So it's like a sampler of what's happening.
Teacups decorate tables and conversation.
So if someone goes to see you at the show, what could they expect?
It's hard to give expectations.
Because we're on the stage.
I know. I don't know what it sounds like out
Any
there.
surprises?
Explosions, fireworks,
Explosions, light
confetti,
shows.
balloons, beach balls.
Definitely a dynamic show.
I guess they can expect like an invitation to release like whatever is not working for them and maybe invite in some good feelings.
Nice.
You know? That feels good.
I like that a lot. That's
Yeah,
a great
yeah,
answer.
Yeah, it's definitely a place where you can like let some shit out, you know? Can I say that? Whoops.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever you want.
Cool.
Don't need to go to yoga, just go to your show.
That's right. Then maybe go to yoga
Yoga
afterward.
at our show.
Yeah. Combine the two.
We want to look out and sing a bunch of downward dogs.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be so cute.
Time keeps on ticking away. It's always running away. Always running from time. Oh, time.
We really love our fans. That's the truth.
Even if they're crazy.
Yeah, all of the experiences with them are incredibly memorable. I feel like a lot of our fans are very creative, colorful people that are artists themselves, and so people will, you know, draw us pictures and make sculptures, and it's really lovely. Like, I am trying not to start crying, but they're just the best. Yeah, I feel like they're more like our friends.
Cute.
Yeah.
Oh, time keeps on ticking away.